Hello.
Hello.
I'm James.
I'm Sophie.
We're from Needy Cat Games. We're a small tabletop game design studio based here in Nottingham, and we make games like Hellboy the board game, Devil May Cry the Bloody Palace, Blitz Bowl, other things you may have heard of.
And we are doing a games design course for tabletop games.
Yeah.
Have you got an idea for a game that you've been wanting to write? Then we can show you how.
Basically, we have got over a decade's experience each working in and around the tabletop games industry. We love putting that to use. We run a networking event on a monthly basis, two of those in fact, for the Nottingham games industry, and we just want to kind of move on to the next step and help people make games that they want to make. We all know people who say, I've got a great idea for a game, but I don't know what to do next.
And that's what we do. We come in and we can show you how to get that idea out of your brain on the paper. We can talk about playtesting, talk about how to get your game finished, and when to call it finished, and when something is done, which is one of the biggest challenges.
1 week after the deadline. Yeah, that's when it's finished. Basically, we have got a series of 3 courses that we're running. 3 courses. That is on the 18th of May, the 22nd of June, and the 20th of July. They're all Saturdays. They're about a month apart, and they each cover one key part, one key stage, if you like, of the tabletop game design process. Obviously, everyone designs games differently, but we've got a method that we use, and it lets us do games pretty well, we think.
Yeah. And you can actually check out our method and have a look at the courses on needycatgames.com/events, and you can have a look there and see what's going to be involved in all of the different courses. Some people have come to all 3, some people are just booking 1, but we are selling the tickets super fast. So if you're interested, you've not got long left before they all go.
That's it. The 3 courses in particular are, number 1, starting your game. Number 2, refining your game. And number 3,
finishing your game.
It's like I'm in the Beastie Boys. But basically, the whole point is that the first one, you will learn all of the first steps.
Yep.
How to get an idea and refine it. How to research for a board game. How to create idea boards and things that will help you build your very first prototype. What not to do at these stages. I think we'll do a lot of what not to do, because a lot of people jump straight into the deep end and start doing things that you don't need to be doing till way later down the line.
Refining your game is going to be all about working out what you need to keep and what isn't working, using playtesting.
We do a lot of stuff on playtesting.
We do a lot of playtesting, but we talk about different kinds of playtesting and at what stage in your game you should be doing different kinds of playtesting. And playtesting being more than just giving your game to someone and letting them tell you how they would change it.
We'll talk about how to take good feedback, how to not take feedback personally. We'll talk about things like how to build a good playtesting group that you can use reliably. So that's session 2. Session 3 is about finishing your game. This is about the finishing touches that kind of, if you want to publish your game, you need to follow. And
how to call it done, because everyone could doodle away on their game forever, and it would never be finished. So there's a point at which you've got to draw a line in the sand and call it done, and we'll talk about that. We're also going to be talking about how to get your game out there. We'll do a bit on sell sheets. We'll do a bit on what sort of basics you need to consider for a Kickstarter. Now, we just want to clarify that this is about the tabletop game design. So we will talk about how to collaborate and approach freelancers and work with freelancers, but we won't be going into things like graphic design, because we're not graphic designers. But we will talk about how to find them and
how to work with them, how to make sure your paperwork's in order, all that sort of thing.
Make sure how your clarity for your briefs, to make sure you're getting exactly what you want as quickly as possible.
As well as how to create a manuscript you can hand over to a graphic designer and make sure they know how to turn it into a rules document, for example. Also, we'll talk a bit about the differences between self-publishing and selling to a publisher, different methods of distribution, all of that kind of businessy stuff.
All that jazz.
So that's it. We're doing 3 courses. Each one will be a mixture. It's a full day, and it will be a mixture of practical and theory. So we'll teach you a load of stuff in the morning, and in the afternoon we'll put it all into practice. There'll be a slap-up lunch included. Look at us, we like lunch.
And we're going to have an amazing, really top quality lunch. It's in a really lovely venue, just in the Creative Quarter in Nottingham. It's like a few minutes from the train station on the tram. There's parking nearby. It's just a really great place to go, and we'll be going for drinks afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're welcome to join us.
You will be having. There's a lovely pub around the corner. We're going to go for a few drinks, and just debrief, chat about the day, chat about games we're working on, chat about games you're working on, talk about...
Maybe even play some games.
I mean, who knows? Play some games, yeah. It's going to be a really fun time. And we can't wait.
We can't wait, and we would love to see you there.
So if you're interested, that's needycatgames.com/events. See you there.